everyone, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a meal prep video, my first meal prep of 2023, and we're kicking it off with a really good one. I have a breakfast, lunch, and a dinner to make the next like 3 or 4 days of my life super easy. Everything I'm making in this video is so delicious. I like to really show, if you're new here, in my recipes that eating healthy or eating in a calorie deficit, or whether you're trying to gain weight or lose weight, you know, you have to eat healthy along the way, and it doesn't have to be boring. It can be really fun, and you can take your favorite recipes or your favorite foods that you used to eat or that you enjoy eating on occasion, and you can make them healthier so that way you can have them as often as you like. Honestly, I find the majority of things can become so much healthier just by making them yourself and not going to a restaurant or a fast food chain and getting it. Make it yourself, it's already like 50% of the way there towards healthier, because at the very least you know what is going into your food. So today we have a lemon chicken orzo soup. It's delicious, super easy, very minimal ingredients. You just put it on the stove and let it do its thing. We also have a beef lo mein with broccoli and carrots. I haven't had lo mein in so long, so I'm excited to try and make my own like spin on it and make it a little bit healthier. And the last thing we have is a mixed berry overnight oats, which I love overnight oats. They are so easy. Breakfast for me is one of the hardest things, because when I wake up in the morning, the last thing I want to do is be cooking a very time-consuming meal. So having something in the fridge that's just ready to go is really nice. If you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe. I have tons of healthy eating videos on my channel. I like to work out. I like to improve myself. I am on a self-love, self-improvement journey right now, and I would really love for you guys to subscribe and come along on this journey with me. And with that being said, I wanted to thank today's video sponsor. I am so excited to be working with them today. It is Nathan James. If you watch my vlog channel, you would have already seen that I built some nightstands. You can watch my weekly vlog over on my other channel if you want to see the behind the scenes process of this more. But I was sent 2 nightstands from Nathan James, and I am so happy with the quality of these pieces, and I think you guys are really gonna like them as well. They are beautiful, and for the price, like, you cannot beat it. I announced over on my other channel that I am moving next month. That's crazy to say out loud. Mid-March, the latest, I will be getting the keys to my new place. So I built these nightstands and I left them in my office because I want them to be in pristine condition when I move into my new place, and I can set them all up in my new room and they're gonna look so good. We're on the hunt for some new nightstands slash just like side tables. These are amazing. I love the natural wood color. I'm trying to incorporate more of that in my new apartment because I feel like it feels a little bit more cozy, but it also has the black accents on it, which I love having black. I mean, I have a whole black wall behind me. I like having pops of black, so I was really happy with the selection that I made of these. I think they're gonna look so good in my new room. They already look good just sitting here in my office. I come in here so many times throughout the day and just stare at them, and I'm like, yeah, those are it. I love them. Nathan James has so many cute pieces to offer. They have tons of lighting. They have a lot of other furniture pieces, like a lot of console tables I saw, some accent chairs. They have so much stuff, bookshelves, like literally you name it. If you need it for your apartment, they have it, and they have really great prices. The quality of the pieces that I picked out are so nice, and it was really easy to build as well. I think it was 10 steps in total for each of the nightstands. And just some other amazing things about Nathan James: they always offer free shipping. They have lifetime warranties, over 10,000 5-star reviews. Like, you guys, I am so impressed with what I got from them. I cannot say enough good things about them. I mean, I talked about it in my vlog channel as well, how obsessed I am with Nathan James now. You guys will see these more on display when we move into my new apartment, which I'm so excited for. This is only the beginning, but thank you to Nathan James for sponsoring today's video. And now I guess let's just get into the meal prep. Hopefully you guys enjoy seeing all these recipes. Good evening, everyone. We are making the first meal prep. It's gonna be the soup because I really want to eat soup for dinner tonight as well. So I'm like, let me make that first. That way I can at least feed myself, because I'm actually really hungry. I just realized Fendi's on the counter. Get down, mister. No, now I have to clean the counter again. I have been looking forward to making this ever since I saw the recipe. I'm doing like a mix of a bunch of recipes I saw on Pinterest, but you really don't need that many ingredients. It's a lemon chicken orzo soup, and it seems relatively easy as well. So let's go through all the ingredients and just get started because I'm hungry. First things first, we have 2 things of chicken broth. One of them is low sodium, one of them's regular. Figured it equaled things out. obviously have some orzo. As for produce, we have some carrots I'm gonna peel and cut up, some celery. This is a sweet onion, fresh parsley, 2 lemons. As for seasonings, I'm gonna do Italian seasoning, salt, pepper, paprika, keeping it simple, olive oil, butter, and a little bit of flour. And that is everything that you need for this. I feel like it's gonna be so good though. I'm gonna add some lemon zest and obviously lemon juice to it. And I feel like it's just gonna be so fresh and just like really comforting. I don't know, and probably good for like a cold. I do feel like I've been a little stuffy recently, and I feel like the lemon and just the freshness of this could really help with that. Yeah, first thing I'm gonna do is prep the onion, celery, and carrots, because that will take the oh my god, I'm so spaced out right now. I didn't even take the chicken out. Obviously you're gonna need chicken as well. In the recipes that I'm looking at, they just require you to put the raw chicken into the broth, but I'm gonna brown it up a little bit before I put it in the broth. I don't know, that's just how I want it to be done. I want it to have like a little more flavor to it, you know? Alright, so the chicken is browning up. Like I said, I'm not fully cooking the chicken. It's just that I wanted it to have a little like almost crust on it and be seasoned. And the recipes that I was referencing, they all just said to put the chicken in raw. Yeah, you can see the chicken is not going to cook all the way through. It's just going to have a nice golden crust on the outside before we add it to the soup. And I have cooked down the onions, carrots, and celery. And now I think I add some of the stock. I have to reference the recipe, so I'll touch back with you guys in a second. But so far so good. It smells delicious. I need to add some garlic to this as well. Okay, I just looked it up. We're gonna add garlic and then add 2 tablespoons of flour and let that mix up for a second before we add the broth. Sorry, it's so loud. The chicken sizzling is very loud right now. Now we have 6 cups of broth. I did 4 cups of the low sodium, 2 cups of the regular chicken broth, and then I added the chicken into there as well. You just want to add it in whole, and then we're gonna let it boil for a little while, or we're gonna bring it to a boil for a little bit and let the chicken cook up on the inside. And then once the chicken is all done being cooked, we can check the temperature of it and everything, and then we can shred it and then add it back into the soup. Yeah, don't think that we're gonna be eating like whole pieces of chicken. We're gonna shred it in a little bit. I did also season this broth, I don't know if I said that, with the same seasonings I showed you guys. Italian seasoning, paprika, salt and pepper. Very simple. It smells amazing though, so I'm just waiting for it to start to boil, and then I'll turn it down. It's on a high heat right now. I'll turn it down to a medium heat once it starts to boil, and add the lid on and let it do its thing for a little bit. Also, just in case you guys are wondering, I know I'll probably get questions on it, this Dutch oven is from Target and it was super affordable. I think it was like $40 or $50, and it's really good quality. I've used it so many times. It's been about 15 minutes on a, oh, it's actually a lot heavier of a boil than I thought. I'm gonna turn the heat down to like medium low, and now I have a cup of orzo. That is how much you're gonna need, and we're gonna add that in now. And she recommended to keep the lid off once you add this in and continue stirring periodically, because she said it can stick to the bottom of the pan. And then in 10 minutes, let me put the 10, we are gonna take the chicken out and shred the chicken and then add it back in. And then we just have to add parsley and lemon juice and lemon zest. You can add as much or as little as you want depending on how lemony you want it, but I personally want it to be very, very lemony, so that's what I'm gonna do. It smells so good. I'm so excited. My camera just died, so I had to switch the battery, but look at how good this soup looks already. And we still have to add just parsley, lemon juice, and lemon zest. I want it extra lemony, so I'm gonna add a lot of lemon juice. I did end up having to add more broth though. I ended up doing like the 2 full cartons of it, so keep that in mind if you do like the same amount of chicken as me. Just because once I shredded the chicken and added it back in, it was a little bit too thick. I wanted it more soupy, so we're keeping it like this. It's on like a medium to low simmer. I'm just gonna chop up some parsley. I also have a slice of bread right here, and I'm gonna toast this up and have it with my soup because I feel like bread complements this really well. Oh, this looks incredible. And the best part is I have pretty much washed all of the dishes. This is the bowl that I'm gonna put the leftovers in to have for the rest of the week. But like I said, I'm having a bowl. I'm just waiting on my bread to finish up broiling in the oven, and then I can enjoy. Hello, it is actually the next day. That soup, I think it just put me out for the night. I was very tired after I ate it, so I was like, okay, I'll just finish meal prepping the other 2 meals in the morning or in the afternoon now. Yeah, it's all good. We're picking up right where we left off. The first thing I'm gonna make right now is the overnight oats. I'm looking at the ingredients right now that we need to get. I'm gonna use vanilla protein powder in them, so that way there's a little bit added protein within it. I'm gonna do 3 for the meal prep. I feel like 3 is a good amount. The good thing about overnight oats is they are so easy to prep. Like, this is probably gonna take me about 10 minutes or so. So if you don't wanna make like multiple and just have them sitting in your fridge, you can totally just do 1 every night as well, because like I said, if you just are making 1, it probably takes you around 5 minutes to prep, and then in the morning it'll be perfectly ready for you. But how cute are these little jars? I bought a pack of mason jars. I forgot how cheap mason jars were, and I desperately needed some new ones. So I got a pack of these little ones that have lids because I don't have any mason jar lids anymore. And I feel like this little size is so perfect because all my other jars were just way too big and it was like way too many oats. We're doing a mixed berry one, but the good thing about these as well is you can do literally any type of flavors you want. Also, yeah, you guys know Fluff loves to be up on the fridge. I can't enforce anything, okay? These cats like rule my life. For this recipe, you're gonna need mixed berries, oats, vanilla protein powder, vanilla extract, vanilla yogurt, almond milk, chia seeds, cinnamon, and then I'm gonna top them with a little bit of Cocoa Whip. I don't know if I'm gonna add Cocoa Whip when I eat them every morning or if I'm gonna have room to put it in here right now. We'll see how much room I have at the end of doing all of this, but let me get all the ingredients and then you guys will see. It's so simple. We're just gonna add everything together and then kind of make it like a cute parfait with some yogurt and stuff. I think it'll look extra pretty, and when your food looks pretty, you're more inclined to eat it. All right, I have all the ingredients. I just thought I would mention what they all look like. This is the vanilla protein powder I'm gonna use from Bellway. I really like this one, and it's plant-based, and it actually tastes really good. I'm a very big vanilla girl, so I'm happy that I found a vanilla protein that I like. We have vanilla extract, chia seeds, cinnamon, oats, frozen mixed berries, and also fresh blueberries. My grocery store had a power outage and there was like no fresh produce, so we're working with frozen for the most part. This is the yogurt that I'm gonna use. It's from Trader Joe's. I showed it recently in a vlog. Vanilla bean Greek yogurt from Trader Joe's, so good. And then we have unsweetened almond milk, and this is the Cocoa Whip that I'm gonna add to the top. It's kind of like a Cool Whip, but this is the light, low-fat version. So good, you guys. It's only 25 calories per 2 tablespoons, so it's really not that bad for you, but it adds like this whole other amazing flavor to anything. Also, since I'm kind of doing like a parfait style in these mason jars, I'm gonna make the oats for all 3 of the mason jars together and then just slowly layer them into these. You guys will see. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, this doesn't look like the most appetizing thing in the world. We have the chia seeds, what else? Vanilla extract, cinnamon, almond milk, protein powder, and oats all mixed up in here. And now we just need to layer them into the mason jars with the yogurt and the berries and the cocoa whip. So I feel like I might actually need 4 of these, but I left the rest of them in my car, so we're only gonna do 3. If you guys see scratches on my arms at all, my cats have been on another level recently, I'm telling you guys. But how cute are my little overnight oat parfaits? I'm obsessed. So I didn't have enough room to put the cocoa whip on top, and I did end up just doing all frozen berries. It's fine because they're gonna go in the fridge, so they'll soften up by the time I have one tomorrow morning. But they look so cute. They look like little like strawberry shortcake things. I don't know, they look adorable. And plus the best part about these is they are so high in protein, like the protein powder, and then the Greek yogurt is obviously really high in protein as well. So you're getting a really good serving of protein. This is gonna keep you full. Even though it's small, it's gonna keep you full. It's small enough where it doesn't feel overwhelming. You don't have to cook anything in the morning. If you are on the go, going straight to work or the gym, you can just take this with you, eat it with a spoon, and you're done. It's just very simple, but like I said, high in protein, so it's gonna keep you full for longer. When you're weight training and you're trying to lose fat but maintain as much muscle as possible, it's really important to have a high protein diet, because protein is obviously going to help with muscle growth, but it also keeps you full for longer. So if you have a meal that's higher in protein, you're going to be full way longer than a meal that was the same calories that has far less protein, if that makes sense. So prioritize protein as much as you guys can in your diets, and this is a really fun way to do it. Moving on to the final meal prep in this video, which is going to be a beef lo mein. Hopefully all goes well. It seems pretty easy. I'm gonna get all the ingredients, but let me show you the list because I do feel like that is helpful. I always write down all the ingredients for every recipe on my iPad, but I really rarely show it. So let me show you again, because like I said, I think sometimes when I'm talking too much, it gets too overwhelming with all the ingredients. So it's probably helpful to see it written down. This is okay. Okay, we have lo mein noodles, which I'll show you the ones that I found in a second. Broccoli, carrot slices, soy sauce, hoisin sauce, sugar, ginger, and steak/beef. So that's everything you're gonna need. All right, everything we need has been acquired. Here's the soy sauce. I'm using a less sodium one. The hoisin sauce. These are the noodles that I found. I did not know what noodles to use. I don't know. Some people online said you can use literally any noodles, so I figured these ones would be good. Stir fry rice noodles. I'm winging this, you guys. I've never made lo mein at home, so I don't really know what I'm doing. I have shredded carrots right here, the broccoli, ginger paste, the beef, got a big value pack and it's already all cut up, so that makes life really easy. And lastly, the sugar. Surprising that this is everything you need, but I guess let's just get started. Broccoli is microwave in bags, so I'm probably gonna microwave it first, that way the inside gets soft, and then I'll saute it with the carrots, and then also probably start on the noodles right away, because this doesn't seem like it's gonna take very long. I just couldn't help but feel like something was a little off about the recipe that I was following before, so I just looked up a different one, and it's pretty much all the same ingredients. She just uses like sesame oil, the beef better than bouillon, which I believe I have little beef cubes, so I'm gonna use one of those. And what else does she use? A little olive oil. She uses onion, which I do have some onion, so I might use that. If you guys see a little bit different ingredients, it's really just sesame oil, and she tells me how to make this properly, because I don't want to mess this up. So yeah, you have to add into hot boiled water the beef cube, brown sugar, so instead of regular sugar, brown sugar, which makes way more sense than regular white sugar. Stir to dissolve, add soy sauce, and set aside. But I'm gonna use hoisin sauce as well because the other recipe called for hoisin sauce, so I'm doing like a mix of both, but this one just like makes more sense visually to me, and I feel like it'll just turn out a bit better. I'm actually gonna cook the meat first, but I'm thinking that these pieces, although they are pre-cut, they are a little bit big, so I might cut them into smaller pieces, just so that way it's not like a huge chunk. I feel like they should be pretty thin. I don't know if I'm gonna use all of this. I'm only making 3 servings, so I'll probably use like 2/3 of this or so, because I do want it to be high in protein again, but I don't want too much meat. Okay, I ended up only using about half, I would say, or maybe a little less than half of the beef. After I cut it up really small, I'm like, that looks like a good amount for 3 servings right there. So this is all that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna have to make like a stew or something with the rest of this beef later on in the week because I have a lot left over. But the recipe that I'm following now says to start cooking the beef first and then take it off of the pan once it's done cooking. I'm just gonna add a little bit of olive oil to the pan and cook this up. It should only take a few minutes. at first that I didn't make enough, but I feel like I actually made the perfect amount of everything. So it smells incredible. I'll definitely leave the exact recipe, the link to it that I followed down below for this and the soup, because this was a little bit more intense than I originally thought it would be. I went through a lot of ups and downs during this recipe, but it all turned out good in the end. I'm just going to pack these up and put them in the fridge. I hope you guys enjoyed today's meal prep video. Everything was a little bit more fun lately. I don't know, for the past couple months I was just cooking like really simple stuff, and now I feel like I'm back to wanting to do more fun, out of the box, healthy recipes. So we have 3 of these good for the next 3 days, along with the soup and the overnight oats. I should be all set to eat healthy and not cave and get takeout or, you know, eat candy for dinner. Like I'm set with all my high protein meals. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up this video, leave me a comment down below. Follow me on my vlog channel called Molly's Life. And what else was I gonna say? Oh, thank you to Nathan James for sponsoring today's video. I am so excited to see those nightstands in my new bedroom very soon. They're gonna look pristine. So thank you to them for sponsoring. Click the link in the description box if you guys wanna check them out. I think that is my cue to go. So I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you in my next video very soon. Bye.